what we're doing today is we're going to go through the ways you can supply oil to the burner. There is two ways that you can supply oil to the burner. Is through a tank which is installed above the burner, or a tank which is installed underneath the burner. These two systems, the single pipe system, which is eventually used when the tank is above the burner, you can see the oil, one line going to the burner. That's a single pipe system, and also it's called as a gravity fed. The oil in the burner will come through the tank and through the burner in a gravity fed way. Or you can use a two pipe system. When you've got the tank installed below the burner, then oil has to be extracted from the tank to the burner. In this system, you need to have two lines. You need to have a supply line and a return. Going back on the single, you only need one line. The advantages between these two is when you're using a two-pipe system, you do not need to bleed the system every time you run out of oil. While the single-pipe system, once you run out of oil, you need to bleed it. Okay? So that's the difference between that and that. Both of them will eventually make the burner work, but it depends what system you've got. Now, the burner itself, which is here, always comes as a two-pipe system. That's why when you open the box, you always find that you've got two lines. Two flexible lines, one for the supply and one for the return. But you can change the burner from a two-pipe system to a single pipe system. And what you need to do is actually, if you're not familiar with the system, if you open up the manual, eventually it is important that you need to read the manual, especially when you have never done it before, because it will help you to get the unit going. And I believe there is a page which tells you exactly, once I find it, okay, that's eventually the layout of the burner, which is on page number 10. That gives you all the components and also shows you the oil pump, which is item 13. Now, if you go further into the manual, it tells you also where is this modification needs to be done. And I think it's on page 21, which is on the manual, and that will tell you exactly what you need to do to convert this burner to a single pipe system. And when you look at the pump, you can see the pump it tells you straight away, because it tells you you've got a supply coming with that arrow facing up, and then you got an arrow facing down. This is the supply and the return, but also tells you there is a bypass plug. That's the plug that you need to modify to change the burner from a two-pipe system to a single pipe system. So what you need to do, you need an Allen key. Once I find the Allen key. Oh, here it is. You need to open that return port. And there is a grab screw inside that unit, which is the grab screw you need to take out. And then eventually that pump has been converted from a two-pipe system to a single pipe system. Then eventually you need to close that port because you're not going to use it. And hook up the supply line, because remember what I said on the chart, single pipe system, you only need one line. So then you hook up that line, and you have converted the burner from a two-pipe system to a single-pipe system. As I have explained, one thing you need to do when the burner starts for the first time, you need to bleed it. And the bleeding is done through this port. You've got a P, which is a pressure port. You unscrew that. You don't have to unscrew it totally. You just loosen that up a little bit. The burner will start running, and eventually you bleed the system through there. Once you bleed the system, you close it. And the burner should run. But, all right, so to rephrase again, single pipe, one line, two pipe system, two lines. Supply and the return. Advantage on the two pipe system, you do not need to bleed it. It will bleed itself. That's the two systems that we normally use on our burner, single pipe and the two pipe system.